Welcome to another video. I am at Lydden Race Circuit, watching the cars go round and round and round. It's very exciting. Now, I'm very fortunate because Lydden Circuit is a stone's throw away from where I live. And in fact, you'd probably have to be Jeff Capes to get a stone from my house to here. But actually, as a local villager, I get a free pass. And I mentioned that in one of my previous videos, this one here. So Lydden Circuit, established in 1955, primarily for stock car racing and motocross, you know, the motorcycles. So there was no tarmac in those days. And then in 1968-ish, they laid down the tarmac for the route. Now the racecourse is the shortest racecourse in the UK at only 1 mile long. Famous events that have happened here. Well, in 1968, James Hunt won his first ever motorsport race, driving his car, which I'll picture here, I can't remember what it's called. And then in 1969 he came back and did it again. And also Top Gear filmed here. 3 episodes, I think 2, one was James Hammond trying to prove the best taxis around the world. Demolition derby really. And the episode with the 3 chaps trying to work out if it was cheaper to do motocross rally than a day of golf. And that was a great episode. So now look, I make no apologies, this is going to be a photography orientated video, although I will capture footage of the races, and we'll go around to each of the specific sections because as we'll see, Cheston's Drift here, there'll be collisions. Devil's Elbow, just about there. There'll be coming offs. I've seen cars lose their tyres. I've seen cars drift into the sand, into the gravel. At the top end, North Bend. Oh, it's noisy. Tractor pulling a broken car. I was here on Monday trying to scout the area, take some shots, kind of find the best locations to take some, you know, really nifty shots. And there was a coming together at the top of North Bend up there. I'll show those pictures now. 2 minis, and they collided, and the car on the left was turning in but hit the back end of the other mini and broke his steering, so the wheels were in. So if photography is your thing, pop over to my other channel, because if you're viewing this on my Tudor Smith channel, then I do have another channel called the Red Camera, appropriately. And if photography is your thing, you can visit that channel and have a look at my journey. A series of videos that basically document how I'm progressing using a DSLR. Link below. So the race is about to start. I'm going to see if I can capture a good couple of shots. These are the Suzuki Swift racers, and they're aged between 14 and 17. Oh, if I could have been driving racing cars at the age of 14. The stuff Lewis Hamilton is made of. You know, cut their teeth in this kind of stuff. So what I'll do, take a couple of shots here, then we'll walk around, we'll find some of the juicy locations. Devil's Elbow down there, North Bend at the top, maybe down by the paddocks, and then we'll do a couple of shots. Oh, that was the other tip. Support the camera. Yes, it's a small lens, so it's not going to be, you know, super weighty. It's quite handy to have. But in doing panning, support the camera, which I'll be doing anyway because I'll be doing the you know, zooming in and out. But by supporting the camera, it gives a little more stability. Let's go find another location. They've stopped the racing for a little bit, just at the Pilgrim's Drift area. Mini overturned and ended up on its roof, but the driver did actually get out. and was safe, so that's a good thing. I wasn't actually videoing it, but I did take a couple of shots, so have a look at this, the carnage of motor racing. But he got out and walked away, so that's cool. So having removed the Mini from the crash site, they're going to restart the race. So I'll give you a footage of the whole race, I think, from here.
Dave Bellamy, though, has got it all to do once again after a very impressive first run in that first race.
And I'm wearing the face mask because we're kind of really in the middle of all the people. Not many people are wearing the mask. But when we get into the paddocks, you've got to wear the mask. So anyway, we're going to follow the race from here. And I am not going to talk. I'm going to
get everything sorted so quickly. Slightly delayed start, but let's
let the tannoy do the talking.
And we'll get ready to get this on the way. Thumbs up then for the drivers. So, on ready then. Take two of the BMW Minis here at Lydden Hill. Chris Hudson on the front row with Dave Ellis alongside Darren Bleasdale on Ford on the second row of the grid. Ready to race board is on. Let's go green and we go racing. Good start there from Dave Ellis. Great start from Ollie Ford on the second row of the grid, and Darren Bleasdale who's on the inside of Chris Hudson side by side as they come into the first corner. Then it's Darren Bleasdale on the inside with Chris Hudson trying to hold it the long way around the outside. It's Hudson with the advantage, but Bleasdale is not going to give it up too easily. They're still side by side coming down the Dover slope and in towards the Devil's Elbow. Hudson on the inside, Bleasdale on the outside. Hudson breaks later. He's got that position. He holds on to the race lead there now. Dave, of course, the winner of round one on Saturday here in the Rallycross Championship in the BMW Mini category. But Darren Bleasdale doing a very promising job on the back car. So far, only begins to keep right at the back of there. There was contact there with Chris Hudson because those two are quite a way off the back of the field. Didn't quite see where is going to be going to emerge today. Very close indeed in quarter four of the Devil's Elbow and going go, I beg your pardon. With Ollie Ford, the company behind as well. Three drivers now running nose to tail and they come up the top line. The first is going to go defensive. Ollie Ford tries to the outside line in the back of orange machine. And the no opportunity for him to find his way through. Otherwise, it's Scotland allowing that great for the race leader of Darren Bleasdale out in front. Comes out side by side, going forward the third position there. He's out on the bus stop, he's got to have a drive on the now ready forward to go through into third position, but Bleasdale's not going to take that line down. He's up the inside into the Devil's Elbow for the mini class. It is going to be though Dave Bellamy in the 87 who comes down to the bottom of the pack
So let's go down into the paddock. There's some more BMW Minis, but I see a couple of old classics. There's a Ford Fiesta there, a Toyota MR2. I think I saw an Escort. Yeah, look, there's a Ford Escort. Saving petrol pounds. Oh no, this is for the next race. So there's another mini race that we just saw going out, the 4x4 minis. This one might be worth. Maybe put your helmets on, he's strapped in, ready to go. This should be a good race to watch, and I'm kind of in a good position here because I can get some photo shots of them going up over the bank here, coming up North End and down Hairy Hill. I might just sit here for a while till the mini race is finished, and then these guys kick off. Right, the classic cars are coming out. This is what I like, seeing my old favourites, the Escorts. Let's see if we can follow them out. So we've got two races to enjoy. So they're doing it in sections. Let's focus on them. Right, there we go, green lights. Perhaps not the best location to see it, but coming down Hairy Hill, we've got some good footage. I think he's just out to show his car off. Doesn't want to win the race. Not such a good location. We'll catch these guys going out after this other race is finished. Follow these out. Then we'll go into the paddock. Take some paddock photographs. Amazing. This here. It's old Fords. It's like old Fords. Yeah, this race should be fun. Old Fords. had the crash the other day, lost his steering. God, they're fixing those cars quick, don't they? Five Nations Trophy. It's a hive of industry in here, isn't it? Not quite the Top Gear weekend of racing for 500 quid. I bet there's thousands of pounds involved in this. And I'm guessing they do win money, whatever position they're in. I don't know. I just like looking at the cars racing around. Look, here's the electric cars. I don't know, is this the future of rally racing? Everything's electric. Getting popped up. It's fuel cells revitalised and whatever it is. So in terms of photography, I'm going to take it out of shutter priority and we're going to go into aperture priority, let the camera just do an aperture, I don't know, anything from f8 to f11, let the camera do the speed. I'll take some shots of the cars and just to see if I can see anything interesting. Here's a little montage of people in the car. Fascinating stuff. Might take some pictures of people as well. There's a lot of beautiful people around. Chatting with one of the stewards down there. He was telling me about the COVID restrictions. Seeing that down there with the word team on the back of his thing. And the driver groups are in their own little bubbles and they're not supposed to infringe that, so they don't cross over into other groups. And he's saying that, you know, I think it's next month, June 21st is it? They're hopefully getting to the point where they'll do away with all masks in all venues, no social distancing. So we'll see what's what.
Thumbs up from the start line, Marshall. They're ready to race. Light is on. Hopefully this time we can go green, and we do. Very even start between Tristan Ovenden and Julian Godfrey from the middle of the grid, and it's Ovenden who swoops across the front of Steve Hill. Hill's going to leave his Jokers until the latter part of the race, then doesn't dive into the Joker first time. Wouldn't expect him to really from pole position, but it's the multiple Super National Rallycross champion Tristan Ovenden on home turf. They've just up the A2, only 10 minutes or so away, and he's leading on home ground in the DS3. Steve Hill in pursuit, but Steve Hill out of contention here, and Julian Godfrey is third place. Slightly through paddock at the bottom of the hill, and then flings his Citroen DS3 through the chicane.
Ovenden presumably then is going to go and Joker on the final lap. Hill goes for the first of his two Jokers then in this race, putting him out of contention, of course, when he does that second one a little bit later on. But Ovenden now has a clear track in front of him, and Godfrey comes out in second position there as well. So now he has the chance to try and chase down, try and close that deficit down to the number 72 of Tristan Ovenden, who is just coming up the top of Hairy Hill into the hairpin bend. Right, up, but either way, not having a good run out there. Godfrey as he comes over the timing line once more.
Yeah, lots of changes to the DS3 over the winter. Fly-by-wire throttle now, and Ovenden said it's just easier to control the car. He just posted a 42.7, but Julian Godfrey's going quicker. He's just posted a 42.5. So Julian Godfrey, number 20, lap time-wise last time around, was quicker than the race leader. So Godfrey, in the oldest supercar in the field, it dates back to the mid-2000s, when Pat Duran was driving the car and winning British Rallycross titles. The creek with age, but it's still rapid, and he was faster on the line than the race leader. So Ovenden the penultimate lap. Last lap board it shows. Ovenden into Pilgrims. Here comes Julian Godfrey in number 20. Lap time last time was again quicker for Godfrey, but not enough to get past Tristan Ovenden. That start for Ovenden was strong, and he comes back out in the race lead. Ovenden in the DS3 holds advantage from the 6-time champion Julian Godfrey. So this is how much progress Ovenden has made in recent weeks over the winter. That DS3 is working well, and he's showing the multiple champion the way at the home. Driving from Julian Godfrey, close but not quite close enough then. Go once more, and the first comes over the line with Tristan Ovenden claiming the checkered flag. Julian Godfrey over the line in second position, with Mike Seller in the 69 in third position. Then comes Steve Hill, of course, having had to do those 2 joker laps in this race, last and in fourth position, but a very exciting Q2.
So we'll do one more kind of live pan shoot thing down to the Devil's Elbow. So it's just down there in the corner, apex of the bend with all the gravel. If something's going to come off, that's where we'll get some action. So let's just have a recap. We're in shutter priority. I've got auto ISO, but with a maximum of 800. I've looked at some of the pictures, and it's only using 100 ISO, so that's cool. Shutter priority is being set at anything between 1/100th of a second and 1/250th of a second. I did notice that I was recording some of the cars going by on their kind of victory lap, so after the 4 laps of the race they drive around once more, and it looks like the cars are parked because the wheels are just static. So I guess what we're thinking here is that the slower the car is going, the slower the shutter speed you'd need, so a 30th, 60th of a second. But as these things are tearing around here at 100 miles an hour, then 1/200th of a second is actually working really well. In terms of aperture wise, because it's a preset, because it's shutter priority, the camera is deciding on what it needs for the aperture, and in most cases it's a low aperture anyway, 5.3, 4, 4.8, whatever it'll be. Certainly I'll be showing them on pictures with the stats for each of the shots. I'm going to try and get down here, try not to be bashful, do my video and talk to you at the same time.
Early doors going to pay off the 4 that have.
Yeah, 50-50 split. Owen Robbins likes that early joker. We saw him do it Rallycross this season. Very rapid around the midway.
So the trick is panning. So I'm down at the Devil's Elbow. Elbows in, zoom and retractors required. Lock onto the subject and pan with the subject.
The two cars then make their way onto the grid for their final qualifying race. Mike Seller has done their joker already. They are done, but it's Ollie O'Donovan who leads the way at the sharp end of the field. The top 3 running nose to tail with one another as they come down the hill in towards
noisy, perhaps? Can you hear me?
O'Donovan has the advantage, but Robert Bissell's the winner from round 1 and has second place.
And that's all she wrote. It's just more of the same for the rest of the day, because they do several heats and they get themselves into pole position, and it's one of these things of however many laps you do and you count your time. So in my respect, once you've seen one car go around, you've seen them all. I guess it's only when you have a bit of action, and the sort of wheels fall off and everything like that. But nonetheless, it's been fun. I've really enjoyed that. From the photography angle, really quite simple. Shutter priority, auto ISO, but with a max of 800, and shutter speed of anything between 1/100th and 1/250th of a second. And that seems to be working. I think I got some really good shots there. So I'm going to finish the video. Thanks for watching and bearing with. Do feel free to give it a like or subscribe, and if you're watching this on my Tudor channel, then pop on over to the red camera and see the other videos I've got for my photography. Well, thanks for being there. Bye for now. This seriously is the weirdest racing, because I'm pretty sure all the cars can only go as fast as themselves as each other. So no one car can go faster than the other because they're all electric. So unless they haven't got any charge, so it's just so quiet. What do you reckon? What's the maximum speed these things are doing? 70? Because that's as fast as a car can go. So they're all doing 70 flat out. So unless one of them has an accident or, you know, swerves, then whoever starts in first finishes in first. Whoever starts in fifth finishes in fifth. Oh dear. Here they come again. I'm no motorsport enthusiast, you know, I like watching them go around and, you know, overtaking the odd collision, that kind of thing. But I'm not sure that's the future of motor racing. Well, it will be, you know, when there's no more fossil fuels and everyone has to drive electric cars.